Welcome to students for another segment of the grade 9 mathematics class of St. Peter's College, Colombo 4, Nicobar branch. Today our lesson is going to be on triangles. It is one of the most important geometry lessons that you have for your syllabus, which is important for grade 10 and grade 11 as well. So to begin with, you have already learned about triangles. You have learned about the types of triangles according to their sides and angles. In grade 8, you have discussed about the sum of the interior angles of a triangle. You have discussed about the sum of the exterior angles of a triangle. These things you have already studied in grade 8. So today in our lesson, we are going to revise a part of grade 8 plus we are going to also study the new concepts that we have to be introducing to you in grade 9. There is only one theorem that is we are introducing to you in grade 9. Other than that, all the other segments have been already discussed and already done with you. Okay. So to begin with, we are going to start learning about the interior and the exterior angles of a triangle. We are going to begin from learning about the interior and the exterior angles of a triangle. We generally know that interior angles are the angles that are inside the triangle and exterior angles are the angles that are outside the triangle. Even if you take a quadrilateral, same thing. Interior angles are the angles that are inside the quadrilateral and exterior angles are the angles that are outside the quadrilateral. But when you talk about especially these exterior angles, it's very important that you understand it's not about only being outside the triangle. There is the concept saying that always remember an exterior angle, okay, this is an exterior angle, it has to form 180 with the interior angle. Okay, look at these two angles. This is the interior, the red color one is the interior angle, this is the exterior angle. The exterior angle should form an 180 line with the interior angle. Also this side, this angle can be also taken as exterior because it is forming an 180 line, right? It's forming a 180 line with the interior, right? The exterior angle and the interior angle, they will lie on a straight line, right? Even this one. That is the reason why we are not taking this angle. Why we are not taking this angle as an exterior angle. You can't form a right angle with these two angles. Sorry, not right angle, a straight angle with these two angles. These two angles will never lie on a straight line. That is the reason we are not taking this angle as an exterior angle. So remember very carefully, to form an exterior angle, it has to form a 180 degree or a straight line with the interior angle. Even here you can do that. See, it is also forming a straight line. So these two can be taken as exterior angles. If I consider this part, this is the interior, with that this is the exterior angle. Why? This exterior angle is forming a 180 degree or a straight line with the interior angle. Even here, this also can be taken as an exterior angle. This part can be taken as an exterior angle because it is forming a straight line with the interior angle. This part is not taken as an exterior angle because they cannot form a straight line. Okay, that is the correct method of understanding how you select an exterior angle when it is given to you. Alright, look at this one again. This part can be taken as an exterior angle. Why? Because they are forming a straight line on it, right, with the interior. With the interior angle, this exterior angle is forming a straight line. Then this can be taken as an exterior angle. Same thing with this side. Even here, with this interior angle, it is forming this exterior angle with this interior angle is forming a straight line. So this also can be taken as an exterior angle, but we cannot use this side. This angle cannot be taken because you can't form a straight line with the red color, that is the interior angle. You can't take like this. This is not 180. Okay, that is why I can't take this part. So don't misinterpret, then I can take the entire thing. No, it is not an exterior angle. Okay, remember that. Right. So that is the first thing that we have to discuss in the lesson at the very beginning, that how do you sort out interior and exterior angles. So always remember, the interior angle and its relevant exterior angle needs to be on a straight line. They are forming an 180-degree angle with each other. That is how we conclude, saying that okay, this is an exterior angle. So if I consider this diagram, I have this is an exterior angle, this is an exterior angle, this is exterior, this is exterior, these two are also exterior. But you cannot take this gap or this gap or this gap. Those gaps cannot be taken as exterior angles. Alright, so that is the very first part of the lesson, that at the very beginning you have to discuss about the interior and the exterior angles of a triangle. Right. We are moving to the next one. This is a very known theorem. We all know this theorem. This has been also learnt in grade 8 as well. You have also learned this in grade 8. So it's a well-known theorem saying that the sum of the interior angles of a triangle is 180. If you consider any triangle given, inside any triangle you will always have 180 degrees. That we know. You will always have 180 degrees in the sense the addition of these three angles, always the addition of these three angles of any triangle, any type of triangle, always will adapt to 180 degrees. This has been already learned. You all know this theorem before as well. Okay, but here again in this lesson, they are asking us to teach you. So remember very carefully that inside a triangle, the interior angles, the addition of the angles inside the triangle, their addition will become 180 degrees. Okay, if you are using this theorem in questions, you have to clearly mention the reason, right? If you are using this theorem in questions, you have to clearly mention the reason, because this is geometry. Okay, right, we'll go to the questions now. So I did not select very easy ones because we have already learned this lesson earlier. I did not select easier questions, so I have selected some questions that you have to think. So now here, definitely find the values of the angles represented in English letters. That means you have to find the value of x and y. Now you all know that. How? Now consider, I have taken this entire triangle. Okay, I'm taking this entire triangle. I have, okay, this is 2x, this is also 2x, but this is y. Okay, so I can't use two unknown English letters. I can't use two unknown terms in one equation. So first, now when you look at a question like this, you must understand the first thing that I have to do is I have to find either y or either x. The easiest letter to be found at this position is x. Why? You can see this small triangle. So I can consider the smaller triangle first. So using the smaller triangle first, I am going to find the value of x. So how? X plus 130 is equal to 180. Now the thing is, children, you remember, now without using x plus x, you can straight away write 2x. I just wrote x plus x for you to understand. No need of writing x plus x, just write x plus x is 2x. So just write 2x plus 130 is equal to 180 degrees. Inside you need to write the reason, saying that is because interior angles of a triangle, right? Interior angles of a triangle. So now from this, I'm going to take 130 to the other side, then 2x will be equal to 180 minus 130, that is going to be 2x equals to 2x is going to be equal to 50. 2x will be equal to 50, then divide both the sides by 2, then 2 will cancel, then x is going to be equal to 25 degrees. So x you have already found. Now you know the value of x. Now you can use the entire triangle, right? You can use the complete triangle now, okay, and find the value of y. So if I'm going to use the complete triangle, let's see how we are going to find the answers, right? So that is going to be 2x plus 2x plus y equals to 180. You write the reason here also, okay? How come 2x? X plus x 2x, that is this angle. X plus x 2x, that is this angle. So 2x plus 2x plus y, okay, the full triangle, and also write the reason with it. Then 2x plus 2x will be 4x. So 4x plus y will be equal to 180. You already know the value of x, okay? So that is going to be 4 times 25. X is 25. So 4 times 25, that is 100. So 100 plus y equals to 180. Then y is going to be equal to 180 minus 100. That is going to be 80 degrees. Okay. So check from the very beginning. Once I'm going to explain. So I have been given this diagram and they are asking me to find the value of x and y. So then if I select the entire triangle first, I have to see this is 2x. So this is 2x. This is y. You can't have two unknown terms in the same equation, okay? So then what I do is, I'm going to find either x or y first. So I can find x easily because I have a smaller triangle. So from the smaller triangle, I found x plus 130 equals 180. How? Using the previous equation, that interior angles of a triangle. So then 2x plus 130 equals 180. Then 2x equals 180 minus 130. Then 2x is equal to 50. Then divide both the sides by 2, then x value will be equal to 25. From this side, now I know the value of x. Now I can select the entire triangle. So this is going to be 2x plus y. So 2x plus 2x is going to be 4x. 4x plus y is going to be 180. Y again because of interior angles of a triangle. Then 4x, x is going to be 25. We have already found that. So instead of x, I can write 25. That is how I got it, okay? 4x is going to be 4 times 25. Don't write these steps. These are not important for you to write now. So that is 100. That is why I took 100 here. Plus y equals to 180. Keep y alone. Take 100 to the other side. Then 180 minus 100. The value for y will be 80 degrees. This is the answer for the very first question. Okay, right, we are moving to the next one. The small thing that I want you to remember is that geometry does not come under lessons. That is, okay, now you have learned triangles, so all the questions will be only based on triangles. No, we can't depend on that. So you have to remember the previous geometrical relationships as well. You know, on a straight line, the sum of all the angles is 180. You know, around a point, all the angles, the addition or the sum is 360. Also, in the first term, you have learnt about angles related to parallel lines. You can see these two lines are parallel, right? You have also learnt about angles related to parallel lines. Now see, that is very important, okay? Talking about parallel lines, there are 3 main angles you have learnt under parallel lines. Number 1 is you have learnt about corresponding angles. Corresponding angles is the F shape that comes under parallel lines. You know, the angles formed correspondingly are equal. Then you have learnt about alternate angles, the Z shape. You know, the angles in the 2 corners of the Z are also equal. That is, alternate angles are also equal. When you talk about allied angles, they are not equal. That is the C or U shape, right? Allied angles, the addition or the sum of the 2 angles should be 180. That knowledge is also important when you are doing this question, because it's very important. Sometimes when you get parallel lines, remember you have to check for the three angles you already know, right? For those three, whenever you see parallel lines, you have to remember about corresponding, alternate and allied. So now see, I can see an alternate angle here. There is an alternate angle. Okay, so this is the alternate angle, right? So I will show you the alternate angle again. Yeah, this is the alternate angle. See, that is the alternate angle. Then, because these two lines are parallel, so if this is 28, this is also 28. Why? What is the reason? Because of alternate angles. That is why. Okay, they are alternate angles. Now I can check for the whole triangle. Now if you see, okay, this is not 28, this is 105, this is M. Now I can consider this entire triangle. That is easy. Then what I'm going to do, I'm going to take the value and I'm going to find the answer. So that is going to be 105 plus M plus 28 is equal to 180. What is the reason? Do not forget the reason. Interior angles of a triangle. Okay, then 105 plus 28 is going to be 133. So 133 plus M equals 180. Then M is going to be equal to 180 minus 133. So then M value will be equal to 10 minus 3 is 7. So here remaining 7. 7 minus 3 is 4. Then the answer is 47 degrees. We are using the interior angles of a triangle concept. But before that, to find this, you need the knowledge of alternate angles. So that's why I said in geometry, it is not only about one theorem. It's about all the theorems you have discussed till now under geometrical lessons. So this is the answer for this question. Let's move on to the next part. What we have. Okay. So another one. So now we'll see what we need to do using this. Again, I can see parallel lines. Wherever I can see parallel lines, I have to remember the three angles corresponding, alternate and allied. Now I can see there is an alternate angle. See, these two lines are parallel. So there is an alternate angle going on. Then you have to check if this is 78, this angle is also 78 because of alternate angles. Okay, alternate angles. All right. So then, if I check, yes, no. Now we have to go to the answer. So we go to the answer. So now see, this is 78, this is 52, this is A. So you have to find the value of A. Then A plus 52 plus 78 is equal to 180. Reason, do not forget, interior angles of a triangle. Okay, no, that's not very clear. Have a clear at it. Yeah. Okay, that is going to be interior angles of a triangle. Okay, so then the normal method, you can just go and simplify 52 plus 78. So A plus 52 plus 78 is going to be 130, right? 130 equals to 180. Then A value will be equal to 180 minus 130. That is going to be 50 degrees. That is the answer of the A value. That is going to be 50 degrees. Okay, so very small thing, children. First of all, you found out about the alternate angles. Why? We need this. To find this triangle, you need this angle. To get it, the only method I can see is using alternate angles. Maybe there are, but for now, alternate. So after that, I can take the addition of 3 angles and take the answer for the value of A. That's about it. Right, we're moving to the next part. Okay, this is another question based on it. Let's see. Yeah, okay. Right. So in the given diagram, in the given figure, ABC angle is equal to CBE angle. When they tell you to mark things, mark them. So they are saying ABC, that is this ABC, this angle, I will take it as X, okay, is equal to CBE. So CBE is also equal this angle. So this is also X, okay. And if BCE is 70, find the magnitude of DEF. You are asked to find this magnitude, okay. Now you must see, again there is another concept here. You have learnt about vertically opposite triangles. See here, you are asked to find this value. I will take it as A. You are asked to find A. But you can see these two are vertically opposite. So you can, if you find the value of this is also A. So both the angles will be equal. Now, again I am going to use all the knowledge I know about triangles. So then see, here I have an alternate angle. So then X is going to be equal to 70 degrees. They have already told you that these two angles are equal. Then if this is 70, this is also 70. So 70 from here, 70 from here, you're going to find the value of A. So I will just write this step now. A equals 180 minus 70 plus 70 is going to be 140. Use these little steps. Under that you write the reason. Interior angles of a triangle. I can write this. But the thing is, children, see, without writing 70 plus A equals to 180, right? Without writing this entire thing, 70 plus A equals to 180. What I did was I added this together, that is 140. No? So A I took as 180 minus the addition of these two, 140. That step I have taken directly without writing this line. So you can also try that. But the reason should be written properly. Alright. So then the A value will be equal to 40. So you know, if this is A, this is also A. In the question they are asking you to find the value of DEF angle. Therefore I can take DEF angle is equal to 40 degrees. Okay, you have to write vertically opposite angles. Why? We found this value as 40. Yeah. So this is also 40. The reason is vertically opposite angles. Okay, so you have to remember that very carefully. These questions are very easy if you know the previous knowledge on geometry. Right, moving on to the next question. This is a very important question. This is a new question for you all. Maybe you have done it in grade 8 also, I think, but this is somewhat important. It's a different sort of a question from what you have been doing. The ratio of the magnitudes of the interior angles of a triangle is 1 to 3. So this is the ratio they have given. Find the magnitude of each angle separately with reasons. Mention what type of a triangle it is. So now if I consider 1 is to 2 is to 3, this is the ratio of the angles. You have 3 angles in a triangle. So I have mentioned the ratios. Okay. Now see, you are asked to find the value of the angle separately. This angle, what is the value? This angle, what is the value? And this angle, what is the value? In these situations, what we do first is just use the ratio concept. You can add these 3 plus 2, 5 plus 1, 6, and take them as fractions. 1 over 6, 2 over 6, 3 over 6. Okay. Then you know the full value of a triangle. Now inside a triangle, now we just discussed the addition of all these 3 angles, right? The addition of all these 3 angles, we took it as 180. So that means when you add all these three values, it has to be 180. So multiply each by 180 and see, multiply each by 180 and see what amount or what ratio of the whole triangle are these three taking separately. Okay, are these three values taking separately from 180? What is the value of each? Then now consider, we just have to divide 6 times 1, 6 times, this is going to be 30. So same thing here, okay, everywhere you will get 30. Then if I have to take the multiplication and get the answer, right? So 30 degrees from here, 30 times 2 is 60 degrees from here, this is going to be 90 degrees. So these are the three angles. Add and see, 90 plus 60 is 150, 150 plus 30 is 180. So our theory is perfectly correct. That means, remember very carefully, they are asking you what type of a triangle it is. The type of a triangle is going to be, since you have one 90 degree angle here, right angled triangle. Right? Since you have got a right 90 degree here, so I can write it is a right angle triangle. Now what I was going to explain, when you see the three ratios, you can see there are three different angles. When they ask you the type of triangle according to these angles, now do not write isosceles or equilateral or scaling. Remember very carefully, since we are going through the angle values, you have to write the triangle name according to the angle value. Okay, that is going to be acute angle or right angle or obtuse angle, because we are dealing with angles in this question. Okay, so don't write scaling because we don't know the lengths. We don't know what lengths they have. We only know the angles. So on the basis of angles, write the type of triangle. Okay, so this is the answer for that. Next. Right, now we are moving to the new theorem we have to learn in this year. That's very important. Right, this is a new theorem we are discussing. When a side of a triangle is produced, that means if you take the triangle, look at this triangle very clearly. I have produced a side. Producing a side means, children, I'm going to extend a length. Right, I'm going to extend a length when a side of a triangle is produced. When a side of a triangle, this is one side, I have produced it. That is what, when a side of a triangle is produced, the exterior angles are formed. Now when I produce this side, I have this exterior angle. Okay, this is the exterior angle they are forming. The exterior angles are formed is equal to the sum of the opposite interior. Word opposite interior is very important. Okay, this is the exterior angle they are formed, right? So this is the interior angle of this value. Of this side, this is the interior. In front of that interior, you have another two angles. These are called as the two opposite interior angles. So what they say is, when a side of a triangle is produced, okay, in a triangle, when one side is produced means you extend, right? The angle formed outside is equal to the sum. Sum means the addition. Is equal to the addition of the opposite two angles, right? The angle that forms outside is equal to the sum of the two opposite, not this one, the opposite two. That is what they have given as D equals A plus B. That means when a side is produced, the exterior angle formed is equal to the sum, the addition of the two opposite interior angles. So that's how you take D is equal to A plus B. This is very important. In your theorem paper that is given to us in the teacher's guide, this theorem is in theorem number 9. This theorem is based on the theorem number 9. We call it the exterior angle theorem, but we don't have a big connection on that. We just need the theorem. The exterior angle of the triangle is equal to the sum of the two opposite interior angles, the same thing. Okay, right. Moving on. That's very important. When a side is produced, the exterior angle formed is equal to the addition of the two opposite interior angles. Okay, the addition of these two interior angles is equal to the outside angle value. Alright, so we are going to do simple questions Based on that, I'm starting with a simple question. See children, this is the side they have produced. This is the exterior angle. So this exterior angle should be equal to the addition of these two. When you add these two, you will get it. So 70 plus 53 is equal to, this is because of the ninth theorem, or you can take the previous theorem. Then x equals to 123 degrees. Okay, when you add. Look at the other one, same thing. Now you have an x. Now this side is produced. Okay. So the opposite interior are these two. Opposite interior, but you don't know the value of A. But now you can find the value of A using the previous theorems. You know what is the theorem? A and 135 is on a straight line. Can you see that? It is on a straight line. Therefore, I can first find the value of A. So A plus 135 is equal to 180. Why? Because angles on a straight line. Okay. That's badly written on this, but I will write it properly for you. Right? This is because of angles on a straight line. Therefore, A is going to be 65. No, A is not going to be 65. A is going to be 45. Right? That is going to be 45 degrees. And then see, 180 minus 135 is 45. 5 plus 5 is 10. 4 plus 4 is 8 and 1. Okay? So then now you know, okay, this is 45 degrees because of the straight line theory. Now I can apply that to find the answer of x. So x will be equal to the addition of 45 and 60. X will be equal to the addition of 45 and 60. Why? Because of the theorem we just took. Right? Remember that. Why? This is the exterior angle formed. Okay? It is equal to the sum of the two opposite interior in the same triangle. This is the outer angle that is equal to the opposite interior addition. So that is going to be 105. 105 degrees. Can be 105 can be an exterior angle. Right. So that's on it. Now we're moving on to the next question. Right. Another simple question from that. Let's see. So again, you have to find the value of A and B. So we'll see what we can do first. Now you can see this is, if this is 90, this is also 90. Okay. Now you know, if I consider this small triangle, this is equal to the addition of this angle and 90 because they are the two opposite interior angles. Okay. So first of all, I need to find the value of A. Let's see how to find the value of A angle. So now see, if I take this triangle, if I take this triangle, this is 35, this is 90, then this value should be 45. No, not 45, 55. This value should be 55 degrees. Why it has to be 55? 55 plus 35 is going to be 90. So then 90 plus 90 will be equal to 180. Now if this angle is 55, there is a right angle here. So this is going to be 90 degrees minus 55. So that is 10 minus 5 is 5. Okay. This is 8. 8 minus 5 is 3. Then that value is going to be 35. This is already 90. Okay. How I got this 35 is, if I consider about this right angle, okay, this part is 55 and this part is 35. That is how when they add together, they will form 90 degrees. There was a 90 degree here. Now see, if this is 35 and this is 90, B value can be written as 35 plus 90. That is because of theorem number 9. So then B is going to be equal to 5 and 90 plus 35 is going to be 125 degrees. that we have taken again through the t value. Why? Now a value also you write down, because a value also they have asked you to find. So that is 90 minus 55, that is equal to 35. Okay, so these are the two values for a and b. A we have taken very simply, this is 35, then this is 90, then this should be 55. Interior angles of a triangle concept. Then you can see there is a 90 given here. So if this is 55, this part has to be 90 minus 55, that is 35. Then b should be equal to that 35 plus this 90, that is going to be 125. Okay, right, let's move on to the next question. Right, now look at this answer. In the triangle ABC, the points P and Q are located on the side BC such that BAP is equal to CAQ. So this angle BAP angle, that is X, is equal to CAQ angle, that is this. Okay, you have to mark it. This is one data they give you, so you have to go and mark it. The side BA is produced to S. Okay, so this side is produced to S. Okay, find the magnitude of BAP. Okay, let's check BAP first. Now they are asking you to find the value of BAP angle, this angle. You know, if I consider this triangle and this side, okay, it's like this. This is 50, this is X, this is 80. Okay, so you can first find the value of X. X is BAP. Then, now see, take the answer, take the value. So then I will use it here. Then, you know, 50 plus X is 80. 50 degrees plus X is equal to 80. The reason is because of the theorem. When a side of a triangle is produced, the exterior angle formed is equal to the sum of the two opposite interior. Then X is going to be equal to 80 degrees minus 50 degrees, that is going to be 30 degrees. X is done. XV is BAP, that is first value. Since you have already marked it as X, no problem. So they know, the person who's marking the paper can see, okay, now he has marked as X. Then we have to find the value of A cube P. A cube P is what? This one. A cube P is this angle. Now see, that is also very clear. This X, if this is 30 degrees, then this is also 30 degrees, because both the X's, they have the same value. Now look at this triangle. If I take that triangle now, it's like this. This is the one we are going to find, A cube P, I'll put it as Y. Okay. This is X, we know that is X. Now X value we already know, that is 30 degrees. This is 40 degrees. Okay. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to take the value. See, Y is going to be equal to 40 plus 30. That is 70 degrees. Again, that is because of theorem number 9. The last one. Find the value of SA cube. SA cube is going to be this value, this angle. So then I can see this is the exterior angle they are talking about. This exterior angle comes to this whole triangle, right? That is the whole triangle. Then that value is a cube value. When you're finding that, I will take it as Z. I will take it as Z. That value will be equal to, okay, Z will be equal to the addition of this 50 and this Y. That is going to be 50 plus 70, that is equal to 120. So in this lesson, very simply, how I did this question was only based on the two theorems. Interior angles of a triangle theorem and the theorem number 9 you learned, saying that when a side of a triangle is produced, the exterior angle formed is equal to the sum of the two opposite interior, right? So then, those are the only two things we have to discuss on this question, right? The summary is sum of the interior angles of a triangle is 180. That is, inside a triangle, the addition of the 3 is 180. In the next one, they say when a side of a triangle is produced, if I draw that just one last time, when the side of a triangle is produced, the exterior angle so formed is equal to the sum of the opposite interior angles. Okay. 1 minute. Yeah. Okay. Taking for one last time. When you take a triangle, when you draw it and you extend a side, that value will be equal to the addition of the two opposite internal. And I marked it as theorem number 9 from the theorem paper. That is this point. Okay. So that's all we have learned for this lesson. For this lesson, that's the only part we have discussed. We'll meet you back with the next lesson. Till then, thank you and God bless you.